Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Report has it that Ebony eyes, were in tears, like she just was looking down, eyes, filled with tears as Ooni of Ife gradually rose to welcome Olori Naomi. They said Olori Naomi had come to the palace of the Ooni of Ife to meet with the Ooni of Ife. Apparently, Kabiyesi sent for her. Now, they were supposed to be together, but you know that with this, celebration that is ongoing. People are coming to the palace. They are coming. Muslim faithfuls are visiting the palace and all of that. This would not be a good time for Kabiyesi to get up and leave. And so Naomi had to come to the palace, as we are hearing with her Denikawu, to meet with Kabiyesi. But most importantly, they said the reason why Naomi came is to celebrate their achievement that they found the staff of Rubayan. Okay, that happens to be one of the requirements for the ritual, one that had proven to be very, very difficult. In fact, Naomi cried like 2 days ago over all of this, but right now they say things are looking good because it's remaining just, one item left. They said when Kabiyesi heard that Naomi had returned to the palace, okay, eyewitness revealed that Ebony, who had been expecting to, be in the company of Ooni of Ife, owing to the celebration that is ongoing, because the whole of the entire day they were together. She was the one who sat, received guests with the Ooni of Ife, like the whole morning and everything. And so she has been looking for an opportunity to get that close to the Ooni of Ife so they can talk things over, okay? But I think that the Ooni of Ife has not given her the time of day, and today happens to be that very rare opportunity that she would have used to do that. We heard that Naomi got into the palace, Kabiyesi, left to welcome Olori Naomi, okay, with royal protocol, that it was a whole thing. And immediately Kabiyesi saw, Olori Naomi, they said that, just heard that Naomi was in the palace with her. Kabiyesi lighten up his countenance and change everything. I say, love, Hey, love is not a small something, no. They say his countenance, everything changed. Ebony was just looking because he was sitting down there with Ebony when they came, and they spoke to his ears that Queen Naomi was there. At the beginning, people who were there did not know that it was Queen Naomi, but it was when people began to go that they realized that Queen Naomi had come. Queen Naomi was up there in the chambers, and Kabiyesi just left everything, left Ebony to go and be with Olori Naomi. In the same vein, palace whispers also speak of a coming reshuffle, with Queen Naomi possibly taking charge of several royal initiatives and rituals, role that other wives had hoped to dominate. Is this the final confirmation that Queen Naomi is truly irreplaceable? Yeah, more. Yes, so Queen Naomi is truly irreplaceable. There's before Naomi came, Ebony, okay, had been sitting confidently beside the Ooni of Ife during a private royal lunch okay, dressed in an exquisite, white lace adorned dress with, palace jewelry. Ebony believed she held the monarch's attention at the time. They said a palace aide whispered into the Ooni's ear, informing him that Queen Naomi had just entered the palace ground. Instantly, his imperial majesty demeanor changed. Without a word, without hesitation, he rose to his feet with urgency and, reverence, leaving everything and everyone behind. They say Ebony was stunned, froze in, her place. Her fork dropped, her hands trembled, like as the Ooni of Ife walked swiftly, almost breathlessly to welcome Queen Naomi. Ebony could not hold back her emotion. She began to cry, overwhelmed by the public display of affection unfolding before her. She had even entered the main hall yet, but her presence had, already, that Queen Naomi had not even entered the main hall yet. Her presence had already commanded the room and reclaimed the man Ebony longed for. And they say witnesses say Ebony remained glued to her chair, unable to get up from her seat. Her royal, diet of fruit and honey untouched before her, not from hunger or anything, but she was so embarrassed over what had happened. This is what we are hearing. If the information is correct, I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.